The Google Pixel 6a is the follow-up to the Google Pixel 4a. In India at least. There has been an unusually large gap between the two launches. The Pixel 6a is offered in a single variant with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage and is priced at 43,999 rupees. So what does the Pixel 6a have to offer? And can it resume from where the Pixel 4a left off? Let's unbox the Pixel 6a and find out. The Pixel 6a comes in a rather slim box. It has quick tabs that you can tear to unbox the smartphone. No tools needed. The box contents are minimal. You get the Google Pixel 6a. My unit is in the charcoal finish, but you also have the chalk color as an option. You get a USB Type-C to Type-C cable, a Type-C to Type-A dongle, and some documentation along with a SIM eject tool. There is no charger in the box and it looks like this trend is really catching on. The youngest member of the Pixel family, the Pixel 6a, shares a lot of design touches with the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro. However, it is smaller than those two models and sports a 6.1-inch OLED display with Full HD Plus resolution. The display has a standard 60Hz refresh rate, which isn't as modern as the 120Hz refresh rate panels available on other phones in this price range. The Pixel 6a screen has a hole for the 8-megapixel selfie camera, but it isn't distracting. Google has used Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the display. This is an OLED panel with thin bezels, resulting in an immersive display experience. There's an in-display fingerprint scanner as well. I found it to be well positioned and it was convenient to use. The Pixel 6a has a good in-hand feel. The frame is made out of metal and gives the phone a premium look and feel. The phone weighs 178 grams, which is manageable. The power and the volume buttons are easy to reach and offer good clicky feedback. You'll find the SIM tray on the other side and it has a single nano SIM slot, but you can add another number as an eSIM. You only get a USB Type-C port on the Pixel 6a and there's no 3.5mm audio jack. Google has, however, implemented stereo speakers. Turn the Pixel 6a around and you'll notice that the design is similar to that of the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. The back panel is made out of plastic, which doesn't feel premium to the touch. The camera module on the phone is big and spans the entire width of the back panel. It divides the back panel into two sections, and Google has used slightly different colors for them, which is an interesting visual detail. The module houses a dual camera setup consisting of a 12.2 megapixel dual pixel primary camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera with a 114-degree field of view. There is support for optical image stabilization as well as electronic image stabilization. Pixel smartphones are known for their camera prowess, and the Pixel 6a did capture some stunning shots. Google relies on software features such as Magic Eraser, Real Tone, and Night Sight to give the Pixel 6a an edge over the competition. There are more, and I will be testing these during the full review. The Pixel 6a packs in a 4410 mAh battery, which is claimed to offer 24-hour battery life. There is support for 18-watt fast charging, but as you saw, there's no charger in the box. Lastly, the Pixel 6a has an IP67 rating, which makes it dust and water resistant, a nifty feature. Powering the Pixel 6a is the Google Tensor SoC, the same one used in the Pixel 6 Pro. This flagship grade hardware is a valuable feature at this relatively affordable price point. The 6a also has a Titan M2 security coprocessor. You get Android 12 out of the box, and the Pixel 6a is guaranteed to get 3 Android software updates and 5 years of Android security updates. This should keep the smartphone up to date longer than some of its competition. Surprisingly, my unit was running the April Android security patch, which was dated at this point. The Pixel interface was clean and free from any sort of bloatware. The Pixel 6a is an interesting smartphone that sports the Google Tensor SoC, boasts of impressive cameras, and is guaranteed to receive 5 years of security updates. However, it does miss out on features such as high refresh rate display, quick charging, and wireless charging. It faces stiff competition from phones such as the Xiaomi Mi 11T Pro, the OnePlus 10R, the Realme GT Neo 2, and the Oppo Reno 7 Pro 5G. Can the Google Pixel 6a take on these smartphones to be the king of the segment? Stay tuned to Gadgets 360 for the full review coming soon.